Om Shanti, greeting of peace from Brahma Kumaris, Malaysia, Kuching. So it's a very warm welcome to everyone, and it's a pleasure to have everyone on tonight's talk program, Knowing My Real Self. So before we begin, I'd like to introduce to everyone our speaker for tonight. So she is Didi Meera. So Didi Meera is the director and spiritual ambassador of the Brahma Kumaris Malaysia, and she joined the Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual University at its Mysore Branch in 1968. After completing her Bachelor of Science degree at Mysore University, India, since then she has been upholding various positions in the branches of Brahma Kumaris World-wide, and she has dedicated her life to world service and traveled extensively and delivering thought-provoking lectures to thousands of people on the subject related to self-development, mastery of time and life, stress-free living, and also will to be well, etc. And to mention about Didi, she's a very, very enthusiastic, always full of zeal and enthusiasm. And then before we begin, we will have one song, and in the meantime, we will be listening to this very beautiful song.
A very good evening and greetings of peace to everyone. On my own behalf, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the listeners. Who am I? This question has been the greatest puzzle in human life for a long period of time. From the beginning of our childhood, we have been given a lot of information about ourselves. You are Indian, you are Russian, you are Malaysian, you are a boy, you are a girl, you are a student, you are a doctor. So, who we are really? All these definitions that we were given from our childhood, in fact, has created a kind of wall in our life to know our real self. So sometimes I wonder, how do we discover the real self? For example, every morning when you wake up, you go and stand in front of the mirror. You see yourself. You recognize yourself. This is me. But who said this is me? I said, who am I? Not only that, during the whole day, we keep performing action. We keep making decisions in life. We keep moving our hands and feet. Who makes this body move? So this is something that we need to discover and explore in our life to lead a complete life. In order to do that, it's very important to understand that our universe is made up of two types of energies: physical, metaphysical, or physical and spiritual. In fact, our own body, human life, is made up of two types of energies: body and the being. That is why we are called human being. So human refers to the non-living matter, and being refers to the metaphysical aspect. So we can think, we can have feelings, we can have memories. So sometimes you may be wondering, all these aspects, thinking and feeling and having memories, with whom would you connect all these aspects? Of course, logic says that it cannot be connected with the human body. Body is made out of matter, and this body, which is made out of matter, it has its own organs or components. When it is working in harmony, we call the human body a healthy body. In the same way, the being aspect, which has the power to think, power to make judgment, and to have the memory, these faculties are connected to the deeper aspect of me, and that is the living entity. Some call it as the soul, some call it as the consciousness, Some call it as the living energy. No matter what kind of title you give, it is very important to recognize, realize the presence of that living energy within this body that makes the body move. Now, sometimes you may wonder, why do you call a person as dead? What is missing in that body that becomes a dead body? A leg of wood cannot move. The soul is absent in that body. The living energy is not present. That is why it has eyes, it has ears, but it cannot see, it cannot listen. So in fact, the one who looks through these eyes, the one who listens through the ears, the one who is talking through this mouth is I, the being. The eyes cannot see itself. I see through the eyes. So the eyes are only the lenses. The mouth is only the microphone, but the speaker is behind the microphone. So it is very important to understand that I am not just this body made out of matter. This body is like an instrument. The one who uses the instrument is I, the being of light, a living being who can think, who can feel, who can have memories. So that is why we talk about knowing the real self means comparing to the real, there is also false self. So up until now, we have been identifying ourselves with the false self. So anytime people will ask you, who are you? Immediately we give our name of the body, we give the age of the body, we give the relationship connected to the body. That is all we knew about ourselves. And I call it as the false self because that is not permanent. You know, when a baby is born, baby is small, and then it grows and grows, and then finally it dies. But the energy within the body, it never dies. It will leave this body and take another. That is why we call it as reincarnation. So it is very important to know myself so that I can be myself. In knowing the real self, I need to have a roadmap. You know, when you want to go somewhere, you know your destination, but to reach there, you need a roadmap. In the same way, one thing is I come to understand that I am a living being. I have mind, intellect, and sanskaras that make up me. But to discover and know and be that real self, I need to have a roadmap. And I'm going to share with you tonight 7 keywords that would take you into the journey of knowing the real self. Because it is a journey, it is discovery. So I must do it step by step so that I am able to be successful in realizing myself. You know, when we talk about self-realization, that means knowing the real me. Knowing the real me and being the real me. so that I am able to enjoy the qualities, the values that are merged within that real self. So the 7 keywords, the first keyword is very simple, who am I? So just now we talked about, the difference between the body and the soul, the matter and the mind. So the matter is not movable, it is non-living. It becomes alive in the presence of the real I, the soul. So the answer for the first keyword, who am I? It is connected with the identity of the self. So I am a soul. I am living light. I am a being. The second keyword is to know what am I? Because soul is not a void energy, just like atom is not void. It is made up of 3 components. In the same way, I, the soul, what am I, is connected with the qualities that are merged within I, the being of light. Just like a ray of light is made up of 7 colors of the rainbow, but you cannot see those 7 colors with the naked eye. You have to see it through the spectrum. And so self-realization, knowing my real self, means knowing my intrinsic, authentic qualities, which is merged within myself. And they are 7 qualities: peace, love, power, truth, purity, happiness, mercy. So the second keyword is what am I? That's connected with the qualities that I have within myself. And third, where am I? Where am I in this body? Where is my location? Because a driver's seat has to be fixed in the car. If you look at the body as the car, where is my seat in the car? So that refers to the location of the soul in the body. I am sure all of you agree that, whenever we are thinking, making decision, we always connect it with the brain, right? And particularly our hand goes towards this part of the body, the forehead. So which means the soul is situated somewhere just below the hypothalamus, between pineal and pituitary gland in the body. That comes somewhere here in the center of the forehead. So it is very important to know my location within my body, which is the center of the forehead. Many times people misunderstand, thinking the soul is in the heart or soul is in the brain, but that is not right, because nowadays they have heart transplantation. And so what would happen if the soul was in the heart? They would have transplanted the soul also, right? That is not possible. And some even believe that it is in the brain, but brain is only the switchboard. But the operator is the soul that lie below the hypothalamus, and it is like 2 inches inside from here. So that is where I am. So the third keyword is where am I? And the fourth keyword is that, where I have come from. Second keyword is third, fourth keyword is also where, but it is connected with the place from where I came. because we all understand that this world is like a drama stage and we are all actors here. So we have come from somewhere and we have to go there. As Shakespeare said, this world is like a stage and we are all actors here. And so to get to know that I, the soul, the living energy, I am only an actor here. I have come from the home beyond this matter. You know, some call it as nirvana, some call it as the seventh heaven, highest heaven, Brahmanda, whatever they want to call it, it's beyond. That is where I belong to, and that is where I want to go finally. That is why today all the devotees, no matter which religion they belong to, believe they belong to, they all endeavor finally to return to that soul world, which is beyond the elements of matter. Now, the fifth word is that it is connected with the, how can I reach there? It is connected with my action. What kind of action I need to perform so that I can reach to that soul world? So that is a very important lesson that we need to understand. Who performs action? What happens, when someone dies? Who decides the destiny? How we return home? So how the fifth keyword actually reminds us about the method to realize soul and reach to the soul world. And then the next keyword is when, that means it refers to the time. When should I make effort to reach to nirvana? When should I make some effort to make myself totally having realization of the self? So that means the time is now. So when refers to the time. And so last keyword is, we already went through 6 keywords. Who am I? What am I? Where am I? In 2 ways. I am in the center of the forehead and I have come from the soul world. Then the 5th keyword is how, the method, and the 7th keyword is actually when. When means the time. So these 7 keywords are so important in the discovery of the real self. Only then I would say that completely I have allowed my third eye to open. Because I think in the past, many sages and saints and rishis and munis have meditated for ages in the forest with the quest of getting their third eye open, which means to have the knowledge of the real self. Because it was believed that, when you have the knowledge of the real self, you can discover the truth and you can gain wisdom. See, that is why even Lord Buddha, after having renounced his kingdom, he went and sat under the Bodhi tree, meditated. And then one day he got enlightenment. His name was Siddhartha, but he was given the name Buddha because Buddha means enlightened intellect. So what it means to know my real self is to have an enlightened intellect, which means to discover my real self, to allow the third eye of wisdom to be opened. So the third eye is always referred to this place of the body. It is called eye of wisdom, eye of knowledge, divine eye, why people like to possess this gift of third eye, or why people are seeking for knowing the true self, is because it is through this knowledge you have three benefits. You can see the unseen through this third eye, you can know the unknown through this third eye, and you can even travel to those regions which are not accessible normally through this physical body. And so I think this has been the quest in human life, to realize the self. Even Swami Vivekananda also mentions, it is self-realization which leads to God realization. So, which means that I need to understand the existence of that living energy within my body and live with that consciousness. See, one thing is to know who I am, and the second thing is to accept who I am. But the last thing is to experience who I am. And so knowing is information, accepting is knowledge. But what I need to do in order to gain wisdom, I need to put that knowledge into action. So I think this is where your life becomes meaningful, your life becomes purposeful. Otherwise, if I'm just leading a life having the awareness of myself as a body, my name, I develop ego. I am. So when I introduce myself, I am so and so, I have the body in my mind and I have the ego of what I am, arrogance of the body. And that is why even in Christianity, they say, cross the word I, then you can be face to face with God. What it means that you have to kill, you have to destroy this ego. I am a human, I am a woman, I am a man, I am an Indian. These are all only the labels attached to me, and they are temporary. Now, when you go to the supermarket, so what do you go for? Not to buy the labels, but to buy the products, isn't it? So this name is given for identification, but we should not consider the label to be me. And today, this is why we are finding a lot of peacelessness, sorrow, war, bloodshed, because of our wrong identification that we have developed towards ourselves. I am body, I am a human, I am an Indian, I am white, other one is black. So we have created a kind of barrier, and we cannot communicate with each other and live together with love. So what I need to do now, knowing my real self will help me to dismantle the walls that we have created for a long period of time. You have to break down the walls and build bridges. That means when I know my real self as I am, what I am, who I am, I begin to appreciate myself, because as souls, we are all good. There is no one bad, because soul itself is a positive energy, and the qualities within the souls are also positive. And so I begin to see myself in a positive way, and that will be extended to others. So I can embrace the whole world as my family when I am able to recognize my real self, when I am able to know my real self, and I can just be myself. Today people try to, actually pretend to be somebody else, because during the whole day we put on so many hats, we have to play so many roles. So sometimes at the end of the day we don't even know who I am really. In the morning when you wake up, you are a mother, then you go to the office, you become a boss, and then you go to society, you become something else. So finally, who am I? So don't forget, that is only the role. That is only the role that you are being given, but you are real. You are really a soul playing the role. So when you are able to realize this, that I am real, real means that which cannot be destroyed, that which cannot be broken, cut into pieces. I exist forever. I am eternal. And so I am real. I am authentic. So this role is temporary. So I should not develop role consciousness. As I interact with each other, see the real in the role. Then you enjoy life at every moment, because really each and every human soul is a good soul. It is positive. There is no bad soul. But of course, sometimes we see their behavior is bad because they have forgotten their real nature and they have been influenced by the second nature of the body. Just as body is made up of 5 elements, each element of matter have given rise to one negativity. So finally, in body consciousness, we have 5 negativities that is influencing us: lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego. So when someone's life, we see those negativity projected, I need to understand that they have forgotten the real, that I am a soul. And so they are behaving on the basis of their second nature. So I need to remind them of their real self by being at peace with myself. Because what is the nature of the real self? As a soul, I am peace. I am love. I am happy. I am compassionate. So I will begin to reflect those positive qualities in my action, in my interaction with others. So that will automatically remind them as they go along. So this is what we call, not to become role conscious. By playing the role, remind yourself many times the real self. Who am I? Where I have come from? What is my nature? Though sometimes I always think that why is that people are looking for peace? Why everybody wants peace in their life? Did they experience peace at any other time in their life? Yes. Because if you have not tasted something before, you will not be longing for it again. So we are originally peaceful being. But today we have moved away from the awareness of the real self, and we are identifying ourselves with the false self. So instead of peace, there is anger. And nobody likes angry person. And nobody likes anger anyway. So that itself shows that that is not my real nature. My real nature is peace. We all like to love and be loved. We don't like hate. We don't like cruelty. We like kindness. Because these are our intrinsic qualities. But those qualities are being suppressed in our life today. What we see in human life is only the second nature, body consciousness. That is the nature of the false self. So now if I want to bring peace into my life, because as Christianity says, let there be peace in the world and let it begin with me. And I would say that peace is only one thought away. You don't need to search for peace going anywhere else. Just one thought away. Change the consciousness. Change the consciousness towards yourself. Instead of using the word, I am so and so with the physical identification, change it into the spiritual identification. I am a soul. My name is this. My identity, I am an Indian by body, but as a soul, there is no nationality. Soul has no color, soul has no gender, no nationality. It is just energy. So when I'm able to realize my real self in that way, I am able to lead my life of enlightenment. So that awareness of being a soul ignites the light of the soul, you know. And now most of the people's light is extinguished. And that is why today we are praying to God, oh God, we are in darkness, give us light. What kind of light we are asking for actually? Science has invented such devices, they can make night into day also. We are not asking for that physical light. We are asking for the light of the soul to be kindled. And so that I have to help myself. No, sometimes I wonder, is it only a few chosen souls who will get this privilege to get their light kindled or discover their real self? No, it is for everyone. But only thing is, you need to be a seeker. No, if you are a seeker of truth, if you are a seeker of wisdom, you will automatically come in contact with people who are also on the same path, same wavelength, same frequency. So you will be able to be colored by their company. And so, no, just understand the difference between the false self, the real self. Understand the difference between the role and the real. So let me not misunderstand the role to be real. So that will help you that will make you have ego. What is ego actually? It is a false identity that I have developed about myself. I am not body, but I have developed that false identity towards myself because of ignorance. And they say that ego is equal to fear. Anybody who has ego, they suffer from fear because it's a false identity. You know, anything that is false, anything that which is alien will not keep you free from fear. And because I have that wrong identity about myself, I get attached to that. And where there is attachment, there is a fear of losing. So let me give you an example. For example, say you are driving a Mercedes car. Of course, this is your car. But would you ever consider you are the car? But sometimes we get attached to the car to such an extent. If somebody does a little scratch on your Mercedes car, you get so affected, so angry, so upset, as if somebody has done something to your heart. But that is because of attachment, wrong identity, you know. So it is not wrong to have a Mercedes car, but not to think you are the car itself. It is my car, but I am the driver. So the same thing, no matter what kind of costume we are in, what kind of dress we wear, that is not the identity I need to connect with. I need to look into the energy of the soul, the existence. Without the presence of the real self, the body would be of no use. No, this is why today in the world, there are so many divisions, there are so many compartments because of the wrong identification, false identification. And so, if I'm able to explore myself and begin to live on the basis of that consciousness, I think, together we can make this world a better place. There was a time on this earth where human beings were living in harmony, living with oneness because of the identity of the self. So now it is time, now it is really time to return to our original, authentic identity, that I am, I am that soul, the living energy, full of peace, love, power, happiness, and bliss. This body is perishable. This body is made out of matter. It will mix with the dust. But I exist forever. So when you have this awareness, you conquer two things. One is you conquer fear. People have so much of fear about dying. People have so much of attachment when some loved one die. It's because we attach our intellect with the body. But that is ignorance, because the body is perishable. Matter is subjected to change. So it will change and it will integrate with the elements. But I exist forever. So this enlightenment, this understanding makes a lot of difference in your personal life, your family life, your worldly life, and then we can make a lot of difference in our world. So I think that is what is going to lead us to create a brotherhood under the fatherhood of God. So, spirituality means actually to know myself, who I am, so that I can attain mastery over myself. I can attain mastery over my senses, sense organs, so I am able to lead a peaceful, happy life. And so it is important to understand the difference between the truth and the false. So the soul is called real because it is truth. And anything that which is truth is constant. Anything that which is truth is permanent. It is positive. So this awareness that you introduce into your life, I am a soul, a light. You have already begun to think positive. Wherever there is positivity, there is peace. That is why we always define peace as a positive state of mind. And so that's why I was telling you earlier, you don't have to go anywhere to search for peace. You just change the awareness from thinking the false self, I am body, into the real self, I am a soul. And why you are real is because you are truth. Why you are real is because you are permanent. Why you are real is because you are immortal. You never die. You never perish. I exist forever. Anything that which is real, it's permanent. And so when I have that awareness, I can lead a life without fear, without anxiety, without sorrow. Because I am a peaceful soul, I am a loveful soul. And so from today onwards, try to experiment this awareness into your life. Every time you use the word I, add this little word together, I, the soul. I am looking through the eyes. I am talking through this mouth. I am listening through these ears. I am totally distinct. I am in the body, but I'm not of the body. So that I can feel the difference between the two. So then I'm able to control my mind. I am able to control my sense organs. I am able to attain mastery over myself. So that is a great achievement we can have in our life by knowing the real self. One is you will become a positive person. Second is you conquer fear. And third is you are able to lead a life of peace and happiness. And most important thing is you are able to embrace the whole world as one family. No barriers, no boundaries, because you go on to the unlimited. It's a beautiful feeling. So that is why this understanding, this realization of the real self will definitely bring peace to my life. And as they say that, everything has to begin with one person. When you are at peace with yourself, you are able to make your home peaceful home. And when your home is peaceful, that can influence your whole street. And that is how, uh, this sapling goes from one person to the other. And finally, we can bring peace into the world. Uh, So, peace of mind brings peace into the world. And peace is the nature of the soul. And peace is only one thought away. You don't have to go anywhere. So, be real, be authentic, and you will enjoy your life positively, and that positivity will automatically invoke all good qualities that you would like to have in your life. And you can make not only your life peaceful, you can create a peaceful family and become instrument of God to create a peaceful world. So with these words, I leave you to think about uh, the real self and all the things connected with that, so that you can become authentic, and you can lead a life without any kind of fear or worry in your life. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Didi, for such a wonderful sharing. And about the real self, so much has been shared about the real self, our real self. So now I would like to invite Sister Cindy to ask. There are some questions to be asked from the chat box. So we'd like to invite Sister Cindy over to Sister Cindy.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Sister Christina. Thank you, Didi, for the powerful session, I would say, for all of us and the listener, those who are online. One of the questions that they pose will be, I want to do my best. But when every time I face with difficult situation, I can't do my best. So is it because I don't really know my real self? So this is the question, Didi.
Actually, when you are thinking about yourself as a human, you have limitation. You are thinking of yourself as a woman, as a lady, as a human, then you find things difficult. But the moment you change your consciousness to real, because that was false. And so when you begin to change your consciousness, I am a soul, I am light, I am child of God, impossible becomes possible, and you are able to do what you want to do because you will develop willpower that makes impossible possible. So experiment, change your consciousness instead of thinking the false self. I am a woman, I am a lady, I am weak, I can't do. Instead, you say, no, I can do. I am energy, I am full of energy, I can do it. So that willpower, develops naturally and you can make difficulties easy, impossible possible.
Wow. Didi answer will be so straightforward and simple to understand. Change the consciousness. Just difficult become easy. All right, that's good. Then the other question is, I value my life. The question is, I value my life, but every time I make the effort to change, but the answer or the result come out to be really make me disheartened. So what should I do? So that is the question.
See, what happens is that it is good news that you value your life. That's great. But then, if you want something to be done, you want to get something done in your life, you need cooperation from others, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
You need to value other people's life also. Because when you are able to value other people's life, that means when you appreciate them, you get cooperation, right? So because you get cooperation, it becomes easy. Otherwise, if I only value my life and I have expectation that others will do this and that, so that expectations many times brings disappointment. So I need to have a big heart to embrace everyone, include everyone, make everybody feel belonging. And so when they get that kind of feeling, they would like to help you. They would like to cooperate with you, and the work becomes easy. You will be able to achieve what you want.
Thank you, Didi. So the method, easy method, give cooperation to everyone, love yourself and love everyone. Okay, thanks, Didi. Then the other question we'll be talking about, the question asked from the floor will be, what is the ultimate goal of this living energy in the body? What's that purpose of this living energy in this body?
A very good question. What is the purpose of my existence, right?
Yes, yes.
See, life is like a river. See, river flows from the mountain and comes down. So as the river flows through the mountain, it gets nourished and it also nourishes the water. So the purpose of our life is not one way. Take, 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 take. The purpose of life is give and take. So if we are here for the purpose of giving and taking, not just taking. So if it is two-way, then life becomes very meaningful and purposeful. But many times we forget, we only think about how I can take from others. I forget that I also have to give. It's two-way. So the soul's purpose of existence is always giving happiness, giving respect, receiving respect. Whatever you want from others, you give it to others first. Then your purpose is served.
All right, thank you. So in order to let the energy continue to grow in this body itself, so Didi have shared the answer with us. It's simple. Will be giving, it's not taking. So that is the meaningful way in our life.
Because when you give, you receive automatically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but not with expectation, because when you give something with expectation, you may get disappointed. But
Okay.
without any expectation,
Mhm.
it's when you are in the real consciousness, just like sun doesn't make a program to give light, it's naturally giving light. So when I'm in the consciousness of my real self, soul, I just become like a master son of knowledge, Others receive from me. And so I also receive blessings. So I don't need to make a program.
Okay, so that is how the success of the serve come in when we know the real serve. Okay, thank you so much. This is the Q&A session with Didi. So I will hand over the floor back to MC, Sister Christina. Thank you. Thank you, Didi.
Thank you. Thank you so much with the question and answer the question from the floor and answer from Didi. So actually we conducted monthly courses and weekly courses for 7-day course. So if you wish to actually learn meditation, and also if you like to know more about yourself and the other courses, you can check out our website here. It will be posted in a short while, the website.
So we'll have some meditation now.
Before that, okay.
Whatever you have heard so far, it's good to go back home with some experience. So whoever is listening, wherever you are, I request you to sit comfortably wherever you are and let your feet be firm on the floor. And if you would like to keep your eyes open, because Raj Yoga meditation is an open eye, silent meditation, it will help you to do it naturally. And what I'm going to do is I speak few thoughts. If you can consider those thoughts as your own and follow those thoughts through your mind, you are able to feel the real self while you are in the body. And if you have any unwanted thoughts in between, just ignore them and pay full attention to them later on. I allow my body to sit comfortably, relaxed. I breathe in and out normally. As I breathe in relaxation and let all the tension slip away. I ask myself, who am I? Who am I really? When I introduce myself to others, what do I tell them? I may tell them my name, my age, my relationship. Is that all me? Is there anything more that I can think about my real self? As I ponder over these thoughts, I begin to see another layer emerging from deep within. I have feelings. I have emotions. I even have memories. All these subtle aspects are contained in a tiny point of light energy. I can feel that energy of light in the center of my forehead. I visualize myself as a sparkling light, living energy in the center of my forehead. I am light. I am immortal. I am imperishable, living light. As I concentrate my thoughts towards this light, I journey inwards. I touch the core of this being of light energy. I discover peace, vibrations of peace emerges from deep within and fills my mind. In the awareness of the real self, my mind has become calm, like a lake without ripples. I enjoy these moments of peace with myself. Peace, real peace and silence. Within this peace, there is also power, inner peace. I love myself when I am real. And in this experience, I am deep inside myself. And I am feeling very, very light. I have become weightless, so light and weightless, filled with peace and love, that I can move away from this body and I see myself floating beyond this body like a beam of light moving upwards, enjoying this freedom of being me, the real self. So light, so peaceful, so powerful. This is soul conscious experience. This is being the real self, me, myself alone. There is total freedom. Like a bird, sky's the limits. I enjoy this real self-awareness, being light, feeling light, and emitting light. I am light, feeling light, emitting. Hold this awareness forever until you feel your whole body with that lightness. And freedom. Carry this positive awareness with yourself tonight. I am light. I am peace. I am light. I am silence. I am balance. In this awareness, I can embrace the whole world as my family. Om Shanti. Om means I am, and Shanti means peace. Om Shanti means I am peace. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Meera Didi. So we are almost coming to the end of the program, and I feel everyone has enjoyed the program. So in order to receive our monthly talk programs, you can see from the screen here, we are going to appear, this one will be appearing on the screen. So this will be our monthly talk program for the next few months. So you can actually screenshot the program list, and you can contact the number that was given here, Brahma Kumaris Malaysia Kuching contact number with the name Lily at 013-801-5959 and Amanda 019-889-1544. And also on top of that, we conduct in every Brahma Kumaris meditation center, we conduct regular meditation courses. And if you are interested in our course, you can actually visit our international website with that given website, and also the Malaysia website to locate the branches that is very near to you. So with this, we are also going to surprise everyone, and Didi Meera will be going to give us everyone an e-blessing card, and that is from Didi Meera. It's an e-blessing card. So hopefully you can WhatsApp your contact number to the given number just now, and then we will send over the blessing card to you, and also we will keep your contact, and also update the upcoming event we have. Thank you very much and good night.
It's impossible.
It's risky.
It's pointless.
Give it a try.
Learn meditation. Boost your confidence.